Today on Hidden Secrets Revealed Live. MicroStrategy announces $42 billion capital plan. This includes $21 billion ATM equity offering, plus a target of raising $21 billion in fixed income securities. So MicroStrategy wants to gather a lot of money, $42 billion to buy more Bitcoin. That's only 2 installments of $21 billion. What I love about Michael Saylor is the man sure has conviction, doesn't he? HSRL is a production of Safe New Media. Before you keep watching, it's important that you know who this show is for so that we don't waste our time talking to the wrong kind of person. Do you know the characteristics of a self-actualizer? You may be one if you hold efficient perceptions of reality. You are correct and honest in the way you judge situations. You're alerted by the superficial and dishonest. You strive for self-fulfillment. You have unique characteristics. These characteristics give you an accurate perception of reality. You engage in meaningful pursuits outside of yourself. That's who this show is for. Self-actualizers. We are agents of progress. We are making the most of our lives. This micro podcast live stream, the only one of its kind right now on this subject, going live on X. Therefore, the most popular live stream podcast live right now on this subject, going live on X, is not for you, sweetheart. No, not if you take yourself too seriously. If you are a seeker, let me be your guide to discover accurate truth for yourself. Let me help you increase the quality and effectiveness of your life by revealing to you the hidden secrets of the universe. This show is specifically for those who are seeking new perspectives, fresh ideas, and a willingness to explore new possibilities. My intention is to help investors like you stay ahead of the curve and make the most out of emerging opportunities. Today on HSRL, how about that Michael Saylor? For those who don't know, Michael J. Saylor is an American entrepreneur and business executive. Okay, this is for people who don't know the legendary Saylor. All right, so he's best known as the co-founder and executive chairman of MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy is a company specializing in business intelligence and software services. Saylor has a sharp mind, right? He studied aeronautics and astronautics at MIT. But what's compelling about him is his conviction for Bitcoin. Saylor led MicroStrategy as CEO from 1989 to 2022, during which time the company became a significant holder of Bitcoin. Today, he's the executive chairman of MicroStrategy. As executive chairman, his only focus is the company's Bitcoin acquisition strategy. MicroStrategy, right? The company that turned into a glorified Bitcoin fan club. Now they're raising $42 billion. $42 billion. Not for a space mission or a cure for aging, but because they still think Bitcoin is going to the moon. Judging by this recent all-time high, it might get to Mars before SpaceX does. MicroStrategy wants to gather a lot of money, $42 billion, to buy more Bitcoin. That's only 2 installments of $21 billion. $42 billion. Cut in half, that's $21 billion. And another $21 billion. They plan to get the first half by selling shares of the company, which is like selling small pieces of ownership. The other half will come from borrowing money. How exactly? By selling bonds, which are like IOUs that promise to pay back later with interest. Saylor calls this the 21-21 plan because they're raising $21 billion in two different ways. The funniest part is the split. $21 billion in ATM equity, $21 billion in fixed income securities. It's like they got so caught up in Bitcoin that they said, let's hedge with the most traditional finance thing ever. Imagine the meeting where Saylor cooked this up. All right, how can we raise insane amounts of cash and still sound like we know what we're doing? Answer: one half of the money we YOLO on crypto, and the other half we hand to grandma's bond portfolio. Perfect. Let's say you don't want to risk too much of your portfolio to a speculative asset. Investing in MicroStrategy gives exposure to Bitcoin. That's because the company holds a significant amount of Bitcoin on its balance sheet. Bitcoin's value and MicroStrategy's stock price are going the same direction, up only. Do you prefer traditional stock investments, or do you face restrictions on buying Bitcoin? Now, you can have exposure to Bitcoin without self-custody. All you have to do is buy shares of MicroStrategy. Understand that this is not financial advice. Do your own research. You can borrow against MicroStrategy stock. Banks don't accept Bitcoin as collateral in most cases. They do accept stocks like MicroStrategy's. MicroStrategy is a public company. You can trade MicroStrategy stock. It has a market value, making it a viable asset for securing loans. Investors can use their shares as collateral to obtain loans. This gives you a way to leverage the stock's value without having to sell it. Now, let's think about this. Saylor is turning MicroStrategy into the world's most expensive vending machine. Do you want frictionless exposure to Bitcoin without the hassle of taking out the middleman? Insert your $42 billion here, and out pops generational wealth. Voila. And let's not forget the fixed income securities part. Saylor knows Bitcoin's volatile. How volatile is it? Like a roller coaster at warp speed or an elevator to the moon, it has its ups and downs. So here's some stable income. By stable, we mean you can gamble without stepping all the way inside the casino. Keep your 401k and let MicroStrategy do the heavy lifting. In conclusion, it's the regular old stock market, but with enough twist to make you question if your money's safer under your mattress. That's my time. I got to get back to work. Share this with somebody. Retweet on X. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. It really does help this channel grow. You're allowed to make fun of me, only if your jokes are funny and you get my name right. Now, nobody's forcing you to do this, okay? So do what you want, but visit my X profile to learn more. It's not necessary to follow me on X, but I do follow others who are adding value. It's your choice. I don't really like the word followers. It's just common terminology. I think of you guys more as partners. Team up with me to bring about serious advancement for each other. The plan is for our community to share with each other the systems, the processes, and workflows that we are successfully using in order to help each other grow. So I do invite you to belong higher, join our community. Go to safetymedia.com/XOXO. There it is, safetymedia.com/XOXO. Are you an accredited investor? What I'm about to say next will shock you.
An offer to buy or sell securities. Past performance is not an indication of future results. Investing involves risk and may result in partial or total loss. Prospective investors should carefully consider investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses, and should consult with a tax or legal advisor before making any investment.
All right, we're improving quality of life at scale for hardworking families. My team and I are looking for capital partners, brokers, and motivated sellers. Receive details about our investment strategy. We're accepting accredited and non-accredited investors. To secure your place on our wait list, go to Inveresta.com. We also have a profile on X at Inveresta. You can hit me up there. We're looking for our first 100 unit B or C class apartment building. Emerging markets only. Retail investors can send me a DM. Let me know what kind of investment opportunities you are looking for. Last couple things. I write a newsletter every week. It's called Methods of Prosperity. Now it's also been called the Billionaire Letters. This is for anyone who agrees that success leaves clues and it's possible to learn from history. I don't have it all figured out. Do you? Well then, what we can do is not look for a lottery ticket, not rely on prescriptions, not be suckered by survivorship bias. No. What we can do is study what people who have accomplished goals like yours, maybe it's to become a billionaire, maybe it's not, but it is something big. Okay, we can examine what they did, and we can study what they did, the mistakes that they made, apply it to our situation. All right, that's the premise. It's called Methods of Prosperity. You can go to safetymedia.com/newsletter. The new ones that go up on prosperity.beehive.com, and there's a Web3 version of the newsletter as well. Thanks for making this the most popular live stream. Broadcasting live right now at this hour. The only one of its kind on this topic right now, live on X, formerly known as Twitter. Therefore, the most popular live stream podcast on this topic, going live right now on X, formerly known as Twitter. Hidden Secrets Revealed Live is a production of Safe New Media, unconventional global digital media company devoted to the practice, administration, and the dissemination of the ideologies of its founder, moi. Yours truly, my name is Sean Allen Fenn. Now, I will leave you with my alternate mix of my song. I make music. I know it's crazy, but I do it for fun. And the latest is called Anything You Desire. This is the Prosperity Mix. It's available on streaming everywhere. If you are so inclined, you can collect the limited edition version on sound.xyz. I like you, but don't take my word for it. Decide for yourself.